that fell from heaven. That not even fell is such a, to me it's such a wrong word. They were kicked out. Revelation chapter 12 discusses the war between Satan and Michael and their angels, their supporters. There was a rebellion, and they were forced out of heaven for rebelling and going to war with Yah. And so now they find themselves here competing with him for worship. And that's what the devil does. He's been competing with God for worship from the beginning. When he asked Eve to eat the fruit, he was competing with God, with Yah, for Eve's allegiance, right? We see that the man of sin sits in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, so that he may be worshipped as God. He wants to be Yah, right? And so when we see all of these other deities that aren't Yah requesting worship, it's just another manifestation of that same thing. And so when I was a teen, a few years later, I wound up going back into looking up Santeria, looking up Ifa, doing research, reading books, talking to people, and pretty much with an eye to like being fully submerged in it. Because when I was a teenager, I was introduced, I did another video about my path in Kemet, and this is kind of tied into that, being introduced to these Afrocentric authors who said that Christianity was the right man's religion and that it was a ripoff of ancient Egyptian religions and this and that. And I bought that, and I've done so many videos on that. And please, again, if anything I say you have a question about, please feel free to email me. When I left Christianity, I was looking for something else, right? And my natural go-to was to go to the indigenous African religion that I had been brought up in. So that's why I started doing research in it. But I started seeing a lot of similarities between it and Kemet.